So, you know you're an empath. Now what do you do? Today, I'm going to share with you 5 things that are essential to do when you know you are an empath, and make sure you stick around for number 5 because not only is it going to be something you've never heard before, it's actually the opposite of what most people tell you to do as an empath. If you're tired of hearing the same old tips and tricks for being an empath, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that bell to get notified every week when I post a new video. I'm Ciara Rubin, singer, teacher, and intuitive life and business coach for empaths. I've been an empath for my entire life, and I admit that initially I bought into the typical jargon associated with being an empath or highly sensitive person, but it wasn't until a little bit further along in my spiritual awakening journey that I realized that we were getting it all wrong. The first essential thing you need to do as an empath is to get yourself some tools for spiritual self-care. I'm talking about self-care on a spiritual level. That means engaging in self-care on a regular basis and having the right tools to do so. One such tool would be salt soap. I love salt soap. My favorite kind is pink Himalayan salt soap. Salt is cleansing and purifying to not only your physical body, but also your energetic body. As an empath, you walk around taking on everybody else's fear, anxiety, anger, everybody else's energy and feelings. So it's important for you to wash your body with salt soap on a regular basis so that you are cleansing yourself of those vibes. Another tool would be regularly burning sage or Palo Santo. And one of my favorite tools, oracle or tarot cards for both self-discovery and intuition development. And yes, crystals. The second essential thing to do as an empath is to get yourself a journal. I could have included this in the spiritual self-care tools, but the journal deserves its own mention because journaling is truly one of the most powerful things you can do. I totally get it if you are not into journaling. Maybe you have a wound or had some trauma around somebody in your life invading your privacy or being really controlling in your life, or maybe you really found writing to be a drag in school because you had a teacher you didn't like or who didn't like you. No matter the reason, journaling is essential because journaling opens up the window to your subconscious mind, and it will really help you sort through all of the deep feelings within you. So get yourself some pretty pens if it makes things easier. I know I love my gel pens, all the colors, all the time. It's also a really useful practice to start journaling your dreams. Even if you don't fully remember your dreams, even if you just have a feeling about the dream when you wake up, or you remember a color, any and all details are important. And the more attention you start to give your dreams, the more they will start to come to life for you. The third essential thing to do when you're an empath is to learn from teachers and spiritual teachers, mentors, personal growth gurus, but don't forget your sovereignty. There are so many teachers out there who walk their talk, and there are also many prominent teachers out there who don't. Remember that you, your soul, and your higher self are your only true gurus. It's really easy to put a teacher onto a pedestal, but remember that they're still human. They're still incarnated here on earth, and they have egos, they have flaws, and they may or may not be doing their own shadow work. Always use your discernment and build your truth one new understanding at a time. Before we move on, I'm curious, do you like journaling or don't you? Do you wish you journaled more, or are you a journaling master? Tell me a little bit about your relationship with journaling in the comments below. The fourth essential thing to do when you're an empath is to come out of the spiritual closet and live outside it. I know it can be hard and scary to share your weird practices and beliefs with the people in your life, but you have awakened as an empath for a reason. It can even be scary to share who you are online, which is why many empaths and spiritual people use a fake name. I want to challenge you to live outside the spiritual closet with your given name, even if you don't like it or you feel like you resonate more with a spiritual type name. There is power in embracing all of who you are, including your human self, along with your soul. The fifth and final essential thing to do when you're an empath, brace yourself, folks. Don't buy into the spiritual protection trap. Am I saying people who teach and preach spiritual protection are trying to trap you? No, because they themselves are in the very same trap. This trap is a set of prison bars with no ceiling and no floor, which means it's an illusion. When you choose to focus on protecting or shielding yourself from something, it means that you believe and fear being attacked by something. We are one is more than just some airy-fairy idea. It is universal, absolute truth that at one level of dimensionality, we as a human collective are one being. So if you're practicing spiritual protection, who are you really protecting yourself from other than other versions of yourself? Since you create your reality as a powerful and sensitive empath, when you're choosing to practice spiritual protection, you are unknowingly creating situations in your life that you need to protect yourself from. You might be feeling a little overwhelmed with all of these essential things to do as an empath. Rest assured that it's okay if you're only able to pick up and master one of these things at a time. In fact, I recommend you do just that. If you want some quick clarity, I created a free empath quiz, What's Your Brand's Fatal Flaw? That you can take to discover the exact thing you've been doing that's been holding you back from taking that next step toward the success you know is possible for you. Click the link in the description below this video and take this super quick quiz right now. If you'd like to know how Oprah is making spirituality mainstream, watch this video, and if that bit about the spiritual protection really got to you, watch this video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you today and every day, and I'll talk to you soon.